All right, we are here at the Carrollwood market. This is a part of the Tampa Bay market system. It's our second market in the system. The first one went really well. We feel great about this one. We see some other vendors who are at that event here, so that's a great sign. Great vendors and people who really, make a living and make great money usually work in the same system and work the same markets. So crossing the fingers. Okay, let me stop talking. Let me get to my niece. Don't want to abandon her. See you. They always say hindsight is 2020, and I'm editing this like a year and a half later. It's like 2026, and this was in July 2024. I would change so much about this table, but I am so proud of myself for putting myself out there. This is the weekend that really pivoted everything for us, but I'll mention that at the end of this video. It's great to see. All right, y'all, so I have been officially stepping into the market for tomorrow, and I have 12 hours to make 3 flavors of cinnamon rolls from scratch. It's going to be our classic, of course. It's going to be strawberry, and then I'm going to do the apple. The peach, I would have to go somewhere else to get the peach. It's too far. Anyway, let's see if I can do this in 12 hours. Okay, bye. Looking back a year and a half later, after this weekend, I realized that this is where it all shifted for me. I only had one market that weekend. I was trying to get into this market system, and I had the audacity at the end of the market to ask the coordinator, hey, do you have any room for tomorrow's market? I would love to be at that location too. She said yes. And ever since then, I realized, I just have to have the audacity to ask, because what's the worst that can happen? A no? Yeah, that's it. Luckily, it was a yes.
Look at that, the urgent care part. They're just chilling there. Were they just chilling in the road?
No, something's up.
Cause why were they in opposite ways? Why are they sitting there talking in the parking lot?
Where's the hand sanitizers? So the 2 of them are sitting right there.
I think all 4 of them are.
All right, so we have started our day. This is a last minute market. It says we're supposed to be at a center, but my niece just informed me that this is in fact a funeral home. Maybe it's not a funeral home.
No,
maybe.
that sign says funeral homes. Our location on the map literally says we're at a funeral home.
Okay, maybe that's why they don't want us going in the front. Maybe Casper and them, they got a meeting in the front. This is gonna be very interesting because we're supposed to be inside. This is the one time I'm like, girl, I wouldn't mind if you told us we could be outside. Okay.
Why are they talking about this thing talking some L&R body shop?
I mean, that technically is what okay, girl, let's just, girl, cut the camera, please. All right, I just came from the store, picked up some bug spray because there's been a change of plans. This was originally an indoor market. It still is. However, when my niece and I arrived, we were presented with a set of 2 options. We could be inside near a jewelry vendor in the AC, like in the corner of the building. Makeup break. Or we could be outside near the lemonade vendor and the pressed juice vendor. If it was us about 3 months ago, we would have immediately said AC because we've been waiting for a market in the AC. But we are seasoned professionals now, and so I had left the decision up with my niece, and my niece said, okay, definitely outside because we can get all the residual traffic that the lemonade people get. And there are 2 types of vendors we have learned in our experience thus far that will always have a line: lemonade, sourdough. So we said, let's be outside with the food vendors. Yes, I wanted to be inside, but you can't beat the extra traffic that you'll get. And it's all about the traffic, because the more eyes that are laid on you, the more people that see you and hear you, the more people that will potentially taste our product as a sample and then buy our product to take home. So she chose outside. Great job. We're seasoned professionals now. So once we were setting up, I realized there were flies. We were right in the middle of a Jamaican food vendor and I believe it's a Mediterranean vendor selling hummus and stuff. So there was like flies and then there were like ants. So I got the Zevo. I know when I had my cleaning company, Zevo really helped with keeping bugs at bay without it being harmful to like kids and animals. So I'm gonna go back, make sure she's okay, bring her she requested an energy drink. I got coffee, which is really, really rare for me, but I was struggling. As soon as I got home from the last market, I started baking, and I baked and assembled 12 hours almost on the dot. So let's go. I was running off of fumes, but I was still very excited. And to know me is to know I don't even drink soda, let alone coffee or alcohol. So for me to have coffee, I was tired. There was no way that I could make this vlog without including the next 2 or 3 clips. This confirmed we were at a funeral home, y'all. I promise you, no one would believe me if I did not have video evidence. There was a man walking around with fake rats on the back of his coat, asking people stuff about the bubonic plague. So serious. Look, don't believe me, just watch the next 2 clips. He never came by my table. I wish he would have. Y'all, there he is in the black. I wish. Oh my God, lady, please. Do y'all see them hanging from his jacket? Oh my God. Okay, is real quick the next one. Look. All right, I am a sweaty mess, but I am at the end of the market. It did not go as I planned. There were still a few surprises, as there are in every market, but I still made my booth feedback, and I still was able to make enough to pay for a larger event that is happening next Saturday. So I'm excited. Also, next Saturday is a first for me and my niece. We are doing 2 markets in the same day. We're gonna have help from other family members, but we are going to do a market from 10 to 2, and then there's another market we're gonna do 4 to 10. We've already told the second market, the larger mega Asian market, that hey, we're coming directly from somewhere in Wesley Chapel. And from another market at 2, we might get there right when y'all close the gates. They're like, hey, you can still come on and set up. You just have to walk further, so that's okay. Anyway, I really appreciated this market. I'm glad we did this market because we still got our name out there. We're still in the good graces of the market directors or coordinators, and that's really the big thing. Now they know our faces, they know our name, they love our cinnamon rolls, and so we will be able to stand out amongst the other people who may be waitlisted. This week is a big week, a big week. I have my lucky necklaces I'm going to take off now. I'm going to drive up. It is a ways away. Well, not a ways away, but it's a walk from the table and my niece. I'm going to take a video of what it looks like. I'm in the cut in the back, but that's okay. I enjoyed this market and I'm glad I got to spend more time with my niece. It was an informational day and we are finally doing one of our major big markets that have been on our bucket list. So today was a good day. All right, adios. Yeah, this vlog, as it's ending, I do want to reiterate, this vlog encompasses the weekend that it all changed for me. My outlook, what I thought was possible, everything did. This was a weekend of doing 2 markets and a market system. So these market systems usually have multiple locations and it's under the same umbrella company. This is Tampa Bay Markets. And so I did Carrollwood and I believe it was Seminole Heights the Sunday afterwards. And all it took was me asking and putting myself out there and saying, hey, the least that could happen is a no. And so I got a yes and I rose to the occasion and the opportunity that was presented to me. I was able to bake enough to sell at this event. And while I didn't sell out, I learned so much. And it planted the seed that I needed to keep trying, keep going, and keep putting myself out there. And in the year and a half since this weekend, I can tell you I have done so many other events, and over 100 in 1 year that I counted. And so I'm very happy that knowing that this is the weekend where it all changed for me to see what was possible. That second day, that Sunday, it was it was quite the adventure, but I would not change it for the world. And I'm very glad that my niece gets to see it as well, because she gets to see what is possible with her auntie and all her shenanigans. I'm running long. Let me stop there. Thank you so much for watching. And as you start your own journeys, whether you want to start your own bakery or just pick up a hobby or something, all that can happen is a no or a not yet. What's even better is what can happen is a yes. So keep putting yourself out there and keep trying. And you will see I have many more adventures to show you all. But selling out of a funeral home was not on my list of things I thought I'd be doing when I decided to bake treats. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.